Game 2 of 3 in an early February homestand brings Villanova to Connecticut for the first time since 2013. It's the 15-4 Huskies and the 15-6 Wildcats live from the XL Center in downtown Hartford. And hi, everybody. Welcome with Megan Kulmo. I'm Alan Bestwick. Well, this UConn team built a lot of momentum with Sunday's Tennessee win, and we finally got a chance to see what the #1 ranked recruit in the country can do for this UConn squad. We're talking about AZ Fudd. What can she do?
Well, gosh, it was a long time coming, right, for AZ Fudd. She finally now entered the starting lineup. You almost can't even count those first couple games before the injury, but the presence that she has made for this team, I think the confidence that she gives her teammates, I mean, her three-point shooting is a thing of beauty. She can create as well, scoring off the dribble. She had 4 assists in that game as well, but you know what? Those 7 threes were such a difference in the ball game. She makes this team such a better offensive club with just her ability to score and keep defenses honest.
Yeah, 75% from 3 in these last few games. That's pretty good by most standards, I would think. Now, Fudd's going to be in the starting lineup again tonight. Caroline Ducharme will miss another game after the head injury she suffered in the closing moments of the Creighton game. So it is Fudd starting once again tonight. And the Huskies will take on an opponent that is on pretty much a solid roll since the middle of December. Villanova has won 7 straight coming into tonight.
You know, Villanova is going to be typical Villanova. They're very disciplined. They're a good three-point shooting team. They like to keep the pace pretty slow. They don't score a ton of points a game, but they play solid defense. But they're led by Maddie Siegrist, and they're on this run right now because she missed the first couple games with an injury. She's an unbelievable scorer. She scored 30 points in the last 3 games. Each game she's had 30. I mean, she's unbelievable. She averaging a double-double. The kid can score from three-point range. She can score in the lane. They run their offense through her. UConn is going to be challenged to take her out of the game.
Siegrist is the Big East Player of the Week. AZ Fudd is the Big East Freshman of the Week. They'll each lead their respective teams into tonight's contest in Hartford as the Huskies try to build on the momentum gained in Sunday's big win. Villanova and UConn next on SNY. So a change and a late change to the starting lineup tonight. Avina Westbrook is going back into the starting 5 for UConn, and Olivia Nelson-Ododa will not start for the first time in her Husky career. And tonight's starting lineup is presented by Subaru of New England. So on the right, the starting 5 for the Huskies, and on the left for Villanova, Lior Garzon 12, Brianna Hurley 14, and 20 Maddie Siegrist scores 70% of the Wildcats' points. Here's the head coach. He has been in charge in all 56 of the Huskies' prior games against the Wildcats. And there's Denise Dillon in her second season at her alma mater after 17 very successful seasons across town at Drexel.
So I was just informed from Denise Brooks, a longtime official, that Olivia Nelson-Ododa is not feeling well.
All right, well, there is Liv on the bench. And as I mentioned, that she was in the starting lineup that was first published, but then it was changed just minutes before tip-off. And this is her 120th game. She will not get her 85th start. Correct myself that I said earlier. Underway as the Huskies in the home whites with the national flag blue and red trimmed get first shot at it. Mueller left alone, lets it go, back iron. Lucy Olson, number 3, a true freshman, runs the point for the Wildcats. She's been very good at it this year too. Near side, that's rounded out from Lior Garzon. Does not hesitate to shoot the 3, the sophomore.
Nice box at that time by Fudd.
Pass to Aaliyah Edwards, errant from Mule. Here's Hurley and Siegrist running. The flip to Siegrist, up and in.
Nice job by Nova getting the ball up the floor in a hurry.
Here's Fudd with the screen from Edwards. The stop and pop.
And you saw that Fudd's foot kind of twisted a little bit. She seems fine.
Stopped and flexed it for just a second. But has continued on. Here's Segrist off the screen, defended by Kristen Williams. Inside, Olsen, the kick out. Long range from Brooke Mullen, good for three. The junior from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Very famous basketball name in Big East parts.
Yeah, reminiscent of her uncle, Chris Mullen. She's just not a lefty.
Kristen
There's
Williams
a lefty.
is the lefty. That is back iron too strong. Bodies hit the floor on the rebound. Everybody up okay.
You know, Villanova typically likes to walk it up, but they run it when they can.
Here's Segrist. Quickly spins up and in over Westbrook.
And that's where Segrist is really difficult to stop. She catches the ball, keeps it above her head. Very little wasted movement.
Westbrook guarded by Segrist. Kristen Williams. Here's Fudd. Edwards sets the screen for Mule. Feeds inside, and Avina Westbrook had stopped cutting because she was well defended by Segrist. So Denise Dillon, former player at Villanova, back for her second season as the Wildcat head coach. Very pleasant to talk to, really good coach. Listening to her prepare her team today.
Girl. We played against each other back in the day, and she's coached at, she was the head coach at Drexel in Philadelphia for 17 years.
Nice feed inside, and Lior Garzon, the sophomore from Israel, gets the bucket. 7-point Wildcat lead early on a 7-0 run over the last minute 10. Mule looking for Edwards to post inside, can't get it.
You have to execute.
Look at that defensive position, not a trap. Mule comes to get the ball and will get called for traveling.
Villanova does just such a good job defensively, taking away what UConn wants to do.
Third turnover for the Huskies in this early part of the game. Segrist now guarded by Mule. Long range shot from Herlihy, no, ball's loose, Segrist will get there.
Villanova hustles relentlessly, particularly on the glass.
Mullen inside to Segrist, too tall for her, saves it. Shot clock down to 6. Garzon throws it up with the right hand, no. Over 2 minutes since the Huskies have scored. Here's Fudd, no. Stepped back, closely defended there by the freshman Olsen.
A lot of standing around by white jerseys, not a lot of screens being set.
Westbrook calls for a screen, then shoots it over the top of Segrist. No, too strong. Edwards will get called for the foul in an attempt to get the rebound.
Yeah, she pushed Herlihy right in front of the official.
So first sub of the game for the Huskies, Dorka Juhas comes into the game. Nika Mule goes out. And again, just tuning in, headline of the moment, Olivia Nelson-Ododa not in the starting lineup after initially being in it. More on that is she's not feeling well. We'll get more when we can. Here's Olsen, defended by Juhas.
Interesting matchup for Juhas.
Garzon for 3. Got it. Lior Garzon stayed in America all summer to work on her game at Villanova. Denise Dillon telling us this morning she has become a very productive player wearing the dark blue tonight. Here's Kristen Williams. That's a productive 3.
UConn has to knock down some threes to get their offensive flow going.
Stopped a 10-0 run for Villanova. 7-point Wildcat lead. Segrist off the screen, gets 3.
You can't get stuck on a 3. I mean, she has no range. Segrist is such a good shooter. She'll make it from anywhere.
Kristen Williams looking for the step back. Drives all the way, left hand goes.
That was terrific take by Williams. Nice recognition, but they just couldn't stop her.
Williams was the Villanova wrecker in the semifinals of the Big East tournament last March down at Mohegan Sun. Huskies going to need a lot from her tonight. Good cut inside by Herlihy for the bucket. Got away from Fudd.
Such smart basketball players. Villanova is so fun to watch. They play so well together. They're so in tune with what each other are doing on the offensive end of the floor.
10-point Villanova lead. Juhas looking to post up on Siegrist. Gets the step. Shot gets blocked. That'll be out of bounds. It'll be UConn ball, and it leads us to a timeout with 4:03 to go in quarter number 1. 10-point lead for the Wildcats. Big East Player of the Week, Maddie Siegrist, with 7 of their 17. Villanova leading UConn by 10 with 4:03 to go in quarter number 1 here at XL Center in downtown Hartford. Maddie Siegrist has played the leading role for this Villanova team tonight, as well as she has all season.
Well, she hasn't missed a shot, but what I love about the way this kid plays, she runs the floor hard, no wasted movement, just catch and finish. And watch this, catch, turn, just so efficient. And then here, Westbrook getting caught up on that screen. The scouting report coming in was, don't get hit by that screen at the top of the key. You got to make her put it on the floor. Smart play there by a team that shares the ball so well, as you see. 7 assists on 7 field goals.
Gino told us earlier today he thinks Villanova is an NCAA tournament team. There's a missed shot from outside. Juhas on the floor with Siegrist. That'll be a tied-up ball.
He also did say, Gino said, if Villanova beats us, they'll make the tournament.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he knows it's a possibility. I mean, this Villanova team, they're always a pain in the neck to play, even though it's been a long time since UConn has played them. And they played once last year, twice, including the tournament, but the last time before that was the old Big East.
Herlihy will take a step and a turnover. The first of the ball game by Villanova out of the timeout.
They don't turn it over a lot.
No, they're one of the fewest in the country at turning them over.
It's just 13 a game.
And leading the Big East in fewest turnovers per game are the Wildcats. Juhas. No, that's kind of a cool bounce. Fudd on the floor, looking for the rebound, doesn't come up with it.
A lot of blue jerseys there. Good job by Villanova getting defensive rebounds.
Here's Lucy Olsen, feeds it inside. Herlihy will take another step again. 2 possessions, 2 traveling calls, 2 turnovers for the Wildcats.
Well, and Denise Dillon is saying, just stop and take your time. Kids have a tendency to try to get in a hurry and play too fast and get ahead of themselves.
Here's Juhas trying to take advantage of the size mismatch inside. That is going to get knocked off. Juhas out of bounds and a Husky turnover. Let me ask you this, Meg. We talked several times about the repeated blows this UConn team has taken emotionally. Minutes before tip-off, with her name already in the starting lineup, one of your senior leaders, Olivia Nelson-Odota's, not going out there?
Yeah, it's another setback for this team, another punch to the gut. But I almost want to say they're at the point now where they're almost impervious to any more distraction. You know, they can just power through. They got to keep attacking. I mean, you don't have Ducharme, you don't have Beckers. Now you don't have Nelson-Odota. What we do have right now, though, is questions.
It's jeopardy, yes. Looked like they were just trying to, well, I'm not sure what they were trying to. All right.
Just making sure the arrow was correct. Billy Smith helped us out there.
Here are the Wildcats still stuck on that 17-7 score we've been on for a while now. Olsen, the freshman, gets away from Juhas and lays it in.
Juhas left her feet. The freshman schooled her.
2021 Pennsylvania Miss Basketball as a true freshman has started all 22 of the Wildcats games now. Kristen Williams, no. Too strong. Herlihy with the rebound. Unfortunately, no foul call there on Williams. Long range and good.
I mean, you leave them wide open, they're going to knock them down.
So Herlihy had the 2 travel calls, but drains that 3-pointer. There's Fudd, answers with 3.
Well, there, Fudd set a good screen, a back screen, and then Her teammates set a screen for her. UConn has to do a better job of just executing offense, setting screens for each other.
Here's Segrist, now picked up by Mueller. Zone for three.
But on this end, you think, okay, UConn, Villanova keeps knocking down open shots. Are you going to get a hand in the face?
Point of emphasis in this morning's practice. No shots without a hand in the face. Villanova shooting 71% from beyond the arc right now. Edwards tries to drive on Herlihy. That is going to go on Edwards, her second.
I didn't necessarily think she lowered her shoulder. You got to love Herlihy's effort and hustle. I don't like the call. I just think the kid was trying to drive to the basket.
But they gave Herlihy credit for legal guarding position, and so another Husky turnover on the second foul by Aaliyah Edwards. Shot misses, but Cauley gets the rebound. Long range three misses there, and Mueller was able to track the rebound down for UConn. Five for Villanova is from Windsor, Connecticut, Anahi Cauley. That goes from outside. Krista Williams for three.
UConn's just going to have to try to claw back into this thing one possession at a time. Giving a wide open shot is not the way to go.
That'll go off of Cauley. Anahi Cauley from Windsor, Connecticut. True freshman, 6'0". Played 3 seasons for Loomis Chafee. Then finished up her prep career at the Kent School. She's not able to retrieve the rebound. Huskies get another crack at trying to cut this deficit.
Well, Dorka Juhas did a nice job of inside position, forcing that over the back.
Edwards spins around Cauley.
Really smart play there by Edwards, one-on-one. They can't guard her.
First points of the night for Aaliyah Edwards. Had such a terrific game against Tennessee on Sunday. I think her best of the season.
Yeah, just a real solid, steady effort.
5 seconds to go in the quarter. Runyon defended by Juhas. Will throw up a rainbow that doesn't go. Well, there'll be a lot to work on in this UConn huddle at the end of the first quarter, as Villanova has come out on fire and leads the Huskies by 10 at the end of 1. She said they were going to have to play through it, and Court Vision, Coolmo's Court Vision, brought to you by Yale New Haven Health, will show you they've done a fine job of that.
They're playing great. They've got 5 threes out of 11 attempts, and check this one out. So what I want to show you is, okay, right here, so you see the ball at the top of the key. Watch, there Segrist gets the ball, right? Right here, okay? Now look, watch number 22 defensively. Sorry, there's some problems with the screen
technology,
here.
You know?
Yeah, technology. So, Lavina Westbrook, what is she doing? What is she doing right there? That is not the way to guard one of the top scorers in the conference, in the country.
With that timeout, with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter, Villanova had been shooting 71% from 3. They were 0 for their last 4 shots in the quarter, which kind of brought that percentage back down to mere mortal range, while UConn made 3 of their last 3 in the quarter to make it a 10-point deficit. So Huskies ball to start quarter number 2. Mule, Edwards, Juhas, Williams, and Fudd, the 5 on the floor for UConn. Inbound, Edwards. Nice pass, nice put up and in.
Nice pass from Juhas. Good job by Edwards to secure position down low. That will be there all night long.
Mule trying to apply some pressure to the freshman Olsen. She gets back out of it. There's Herlihy. Olsen again. Muller. 10 to shoot.
A little different intensity on this defensive possession, wouldn't you say?
Shot clock at 1. Good if it goes, it does not. And a time violation on the Husky defense.
Denise Dillon not loving that offensive possession, but you got to give UConn credit for just stepping up the intensity a notch.
Flood trapped. Edwards can't catch up to the pass, but she is going to catch a foul. Going to be on Brooke Mullen, her first.
Yeah, Huskies got bailed out by that call.
Yes, they did. So a 20-second shot clock for UConn to work with here on the inbound. Mule has time, sets the feed. No. And Segrist with the rebound for Villanova. Williams and Garzone having a real tussle in the paint. Segrist left wide open, misses everything on the three. Of course, she had Aaliyah Edwards running at her with the hand straight up.
That may force me to airball it too.
Kristen Williams. Mule calls for the screen. Juhas goes the other way. Here's Fudd off the screen. The double screen and the bucket.
And they worked on that double screen all morning at shoot-around today.
So the first 4 points of this second quarter belong to the Huskies. Still down by 6. There's Garzone. Olsen shakes Mule for just a minute.
Mule is working hard defensively.
Olsen drives, stops, and hits.
What a great play by the freshman.
Lucy Olsen, Royersford, Pennsylvania, which is just west of Philadelphia. Kristen Williams, all kinds of time to put up a three, and it goes.
I mean, that's a game changer right there for UConn. That's her third three of the half. That makes Villanova have to come out and guard her, and that'll open up Aaliyah Edwards and the other post players inside.
You just had a feeling Williams would have a bounce-back day shooting. Kind of struggled with that Sunday against Tennessee. Already 11 points. Long pass to Garzone. Williams with the hand up. Fight for the rebound. That's going to be out of bounds off Mule and be Villanova's ball.
Segrist did a really good job of getting inside position. That's where Segrist is so savvy.
Remember the Creighton game where the Huskies played so poorly last Wednesday and then came rocketing back?
Woke up in the second quarter.
Let's just see. Edwards knocks the inbound pass. Now the trap on Segrist. She gets it to Olsen. Mullen tries to float it in to Segrist. Left hand, spinning in.
That's an unbelievable finish in the lane. A terrific pass. Segrist is so tough to guard.
9 points, 4 boards, and 2 assists already for this junior Segrist. Edwards. Nice touch shot, but it touched the front of the rim. Roll out.
Not sure what that offensive sequence was for UConn.
Unsuccessful?
Nothing that they've ever worked on in practice, I can assure you that.
Herlihy feeds Mullen. That shot too strong. Runyon fights for the rebound and throws it right to Vina Westbrook and AZ Fudd. 2 players collapsing on Aaliyah Edwards, and she draws the foul on Segrist.
That's a tough pass from Fudd through her defender. There's 2 other blue jerseys down there. Fake the pass down there, and then that's already 3 players. You've got the other side of the floor where there's going to be some of your teammates open. I mean, look at that. There's 4 kids. The other side of the floor has got to be wide open.
So Juhas out of the game and Mule back in for the Huskies. 7-point ball game in favor of the visitors. Edwards sets the screen for Fudd. She couldn't get a handle on the ball. Shot clock at 10.
She got away with a walk.
Westbrook cuts, is fed by Mule, and the ball goes off Herlihy and into the bucket for UConn.
See, good things happen when you keep moving without the basketball. Nice cut by Westbrook, really good find by Mule.
5-point ball game. Villanova has led by as much as 15 in this one. Segrist cuts and gets the pass.
See, they got to put more pressure on the ball to make that pass more difficult into the lane. Villanova is so good at threading the needle inside to Segrist, who cuts so well without the ball.
She does not stop moving on the offensive end. Here's Kristen Williams working inside. Right hand goes and in.
Terrific, strong move there by Williams. Villanova trying to call for the foul. I didn't think it was a foul.
He's still asking as Denise Brooks went up that sideline, but got the head shake no. Here's Olsen in between defenders and floats it.
Another savvy play there by the freshman, playing with such confidence.
6 points on 3 of 4 shooting for Lucy Olsen. Flood. Now Edwards just outside the foul line. That's a 360 around the rim and out. Four and a half to go, quarter number 2 here at the XL Center in Hartford. Visitors have led this one just about the whole way. Olsen from outside, no. Segrist gets the rebound over the top of Edwards.
They average 10 offensive rebounds a game, which is a high number, particularly because they don't have anyone over 6'1".
Burlehy, the turnaround and in.
UConn missing Nelson Adota in that low post. Her 6'5" frame with the long arms.
Even when UConn was out there, though, she wasn't really playing in that spot defensively. Westbrook got backed into Kristen Williams, who was trying to work a screen. Mule feeds Edwards, drives, and that is going to be the third on Aaliyah Edwards.
It's fascinating to me. Villanova gets whatever shot they want on the offensive end, and UConn's struggling to get any kind of good look that they want.
Now, Aaliyah Edwards in some foul trouble on a night the Huskies are without Olivia Nelson-Adota. We're only in the second quarter. Nine-point lead for Villanova here in Hartford on this Wednesday night. Huskies without Paige Beckers, of course, for a 14th game. Olivia Nelson-Adota in the starting lineup, then out. It has not played yet. We're told she's feeling under the weather, and Caroline Ducharme not playing tonight as well. Paige Beckers had that appointment with the doctors on Monday. We saw her before the game having a little fun with her teammates on the court. Maria Marino has an update on Beckers for us. Our report presented by Toyota.
Thanks, Alan. Paige Beckers had knee surgery December 13th, estimated recovery timeline of 8 weeks. Well, this is that 8th week. As you mentioned, she had a checkup with her doctor on Sunday, and everything went well. Coach Auriemma told me she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's got certain milestones she has to pass. She's done some stationary shooting, but not any real moving. He said he doesn't think anybody can put an exact number of days on when she'll be ready. He wishes he could, but she keeps getting stronger. They just don't want her out there unless she's 100%.
Absolutely. So the timetable for a return, well, first Beckers has to be able to return to practice, and then you can start to talk about a timetable for returning to actual competition.
I think he may want her in the game right now.
Completely. So Villanova with the jump on the Huskies. UConn has not led in this one yet. That pass was behind Segrist. Good defense there inside by Kristen Williams.
Hurley, he should have shot that ball. But what good offense.
Westbrook off the UConn screen, but had to gather the ball back in. Williams drives. Mullen, excellent defense. Juhas with an open lane, and the layup goes. Gorka Juhas, the grad transfer, after going 0 for 3 in the early part of the game, gets her first points of the night. Got 4 assists already, does Juhas, by the way. That shot will go from Bella Runyon.
Tough finish there by Runyon. Good help defense there by Westbrook.
Fudd off the Juhas screen.
UConn's got to do a better job of getting Fudd open on screens and looking for her.
Juhas and Kristen Williams miscommunicating there. Here's Westbrook off the Juhas screen. No. Rebound will go out of bounds off Herlihy, and that will be Husky ball.
Good hustle by Juhas on the offensive glass to keep the possession for UConn.
UConn shooting 50% in the game, 40% from three, but find themselves trailing by 9. Mule. That helps.
You know, everyone just has to do their part. No one has to do anything Herculean. Just make a shot when you're open. Make a good defensive play. Don't commit silly fouls. Make someone other than Siegrist shoot the ball.
Siegrist cuts, defended well by Westbrook. Westbrook knocked it off of Siegrist's hands and out of bounds. It'll be UConn's ball.
So Denise Dillon has her team prepared.
Does shoot.
I mean, Villanova is a terrific basketball team. Disciplined, fundamentally sound.
Six-point lead. There's Spud for three. No, around and out. Almost a collision with Siegrist as they both chase the rebound. Minute and a half to go in this second quarter here at the XL Center in Hartford. Villanova sets the play in motion. Siegrist gets away from Juhas, stops at the free throw line, and that goes in. Fudd drives, on run in, and one.
So difficult for Fudd to get a shot. You got to give Villanova credit. I don't think UConn's doing enough to free her up here. She creates it all on her own. And the great focus and follow through while getting fouled.
So the #1 ranked recruit who we got a glimpse of in the game against USF in the tournament in the Bahamas, they missed all that time. And then these last few games has really come on, kind of really showing us what she can add to this team in that Tennessee game on Sunday. And she now has 10 points to lead UConn at this point. Our UConn women's basketball halftime show presented by Duncan coming up. Gary and Carol will have all the first half highlights and analysis, and there's a lot to analyze in this one. Shot clock running out. 5 to shoot for Villanova. Olsen throws it up, and it goes. They will check that. That's a 2, and the officials giving the signal they want to review whether she got that off in time at the next stoppage. So, final seconds of this second quarter.
I think this is a huge possession for UConn to see if they can get the shot they want, which I'm assuming is a Fudd 3.
Westbrook sets the screen. Fudd goes the other way for 2, rattles around and out. And that is going to be how the second quarter will end. So did that last shot by Villanova by Olsen get off before the shot clock expired? Timer on the upper left of the screen at 0, but when did the ball leave her hand? That's what the officials will be checking right now. All right, so they continue to review whether the shots are good or not. So the halftime score is either 41-34 or 39-34, pending the outcome of this review. We'll let you know as Gary and Kara continue from the studio with our halftime show in just a minute. All Villanova in this half. They led by as much as 15 at one point. It's 41-34 Wildcats over the Huskies. And got some work to do for the Huskies tonight here at XL Center in Hartford, trailing Villanova by 7. UConn has not led in the game. It is the 6th time this season the Huskies have trailed at the half. They are 3-2 in those 5 previous games. With Megan Kulmo, I'm Alan Bestwick. As advertised, Maddie Siegrist has been everything for Villanova as the Huskies try to figure out a way to stop the reigning Big East Player of the Week.
Well, you know, she's so difficult to guard because she can score from three-point range. She cuts beautifully without the ball, gets herself to the basket. There's no wasted effort or movement. She just banks it in. She runs well, great control of her body, just keeps the ball above her head, the quick turn. I mean, and then if you get caught up on screens, she will make you pay. An absolutely terrific effort. Right hand, left hand, it doesn't matter. The kid can score from anywhere.
Yeah, look at that scoreline. A lot for Villanova coach Denise Dillon to smile about. Maria Marino caught up with her on a minute ago.
Coach, what worked so well for your club in that first half?
I just think defensively, we came out aggressive and knew what we needed to do, talking about contested shots and rebound the basketball. So I think that set the tone for us to run some of our offense. I mean, again, you get on your heels when UConn's scoring possession after possession. So I think we came out with a good defensive presence.
Well, offensively, Maddie Segrist, 13 points. She had 8 rebounds as well. How do you assess her play?
Yeah, I'm pleased with what she's doing. I mean, Maddie's a worker, and I think she's doing good things on both ends of the floor. She sets the tone for us, so we need a lot out of Maddie Segrist.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, another strange chapter in the difficult season this has been for this UConn team, already without Paige Beckers tonight. Caroline Ducharme not able to play tonight again for a second game in a row. And then, after being in the original starting lineup list, Olivia Nelson-Ododa scratched from the game, and we're told she will not appear in the second half either.
It's unbelievable what this team has endured this season, with players just, getting scratched, moments before the game. It's certainly a mental drain, but you got to be tough, and you can't worry about who you don't have. You got to focus on who you have.
That's right. So the Huskies, after falling behind by 10 in the first quarter, gained 3 of them back in the second, but start the third in the hole to the road team from Philadelphia. So it's Juhas, Fudd, Mule, Edwards, and Williams, the 5 on the floor for UConn to start this third quarter. Herlihy, Garzone, Mullins, Segrist, and Olsen, the starting 5, and there's a 5-second call, turnover to start the third quarter.
Good pressure by UConn on the ball, and she picked up her dribble. You got to get rid of it in 5 seconds. Not an unusual call that we see.
So see if the Huskies can get something going. Nope, they throw it away. Mule tosses it, and that is intercepted by Herlihy.
Well, 2 things. You got to pass it away from the defense, but the player in the low post there, Edwards, you got to keep the defender on your back. It's just good hustle by Villanova, using her feet to get around.
New York Garzone with the ball. Now here's Brianna Herlihy. Segrist guarded by Juhas now. Olsen gets it into Segrist. Shot clock at single digits. Segrist, right hand. Wow.
She doesn't need a lot of room.
See if his second attempt at an offensive set for the UConn offense can go. Juhas away from the screen, hits Aaliyah Edwards cutting, and Edwards will be fouled by Garzone.
Better patience on the offensive end for UConn, but check out this. She doesn't need any room. Dorka Juhas doesn't want to foul her.
The only Husky in foul trouble to start this second half is Aaliyah Edwards, who picked up 3 in the first half. Thrown away pass. Segrist on the run. Fudd catching up. And the shot misses. Offensive foul on Aaliyah Edwards in the paint, away from the ball. That'll be her 4th.
I mean, how about that? Those 3 offensive possessions, 2 turnovers, and then a 4th foul on Edwards.
So Edwards will go to the bench, and Avita Westbrook will come back into the ball game. And already missing Nelson-Ododa, another of the Husky bigs, is gone. Here's Fudd trying to get the steal on Mullen, and they will call that as UConn ball on the over and back.
Terrific hustle there by Azzi Fudd to force that turnover. But what a smart play there by Mullen to not give up that fast break layup.
Mule comes to get the pass.
Now let's see if UConn can actually execute an offensive possession here.
Juhas sets the screen. Williams doesn't take the shot. Tries to go over the top of Mullen and gets it. That's 3 for Kristen Williams. 16 points to lead all scorers in the game for the senior from Little Rock.
I don't know if that's the offense that Gino necessarily would have wanted, but he'll take it.
Mullen tries to turn it back around. Herlihy gets it off the deflection, up and under and in. Brianna Herlihy.
It's a smart play, getting to the basket, avoiding contact.
Gino calls the play. Huskies set it in motion.
Trying to move side to side, make Villanova guard him one-on-one.
Fudd waiting for help. Juhas sets the screen. Fudd from just outside the free throw line. No. Fight for the rebound. Herlihy will win it over Juhas.
Gino looks at the bench like, seriously? Fudd misses that shot? It's that kind of night.
9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Herlihy, who has the ball here, the graduate student from Massachusetts. Garzon from way outside for 3.
I tell you, they have no range.
Garzon 11 points, 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Fudd cuts. Nicely played, but the shot doesn't go.
That was a nice curl with this, off of that screen. Just tough to knock that down in traffic.
Seager started by Mueller. Here's Garzon driving. The kick to the outside. Mullen. No, sorry, that's Olsen. Shot off the mark. Rebound. Nobody there but Herlihy. Here's Garzon. 3 doesn't go. Ball right to Mullen. And Villanova gets a 3rd chance.
They just want the ball more.
Olsen to Herlihy. Back iron. Seagrist fights for the rebound and gets a 4th try for the Wildcats.
This is just a clinic in hustle and wanting it more. Villanova tracking down. This is their 3rd look.
Offensive foul. Westbrook draws it on Herlihy.
Savvy play by the senior to draw that foul. That's a break UConn needed right now. Dylan doesn't agree.
Well,
I don't blame her.
it's a good quick move by Westbrook to get into legal guarding position. So can the Huskies close down this 11-point deficit? 2.5 minutes without a bucket for UConn in this 3rd quarter. Going to be a foul on Mullen as she tried to work through the screen. That'll be her 2nd. And into the ball games comes Caitlin Oriole, another one of the freshmen for this Villanova squad. Pennsylvania Gatorade Player of the Year a season ago, in for Herlihy. Westbrook.
She was late getting the ball to Fudd.
Drives. High glass. No.
UConn cannot catch a break right now on the offensive end.
Huskies just 1 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter as we approach its midway point. Olsen slips, and the ball goes right to Fudd.
UConn has to start knocking down shots, getting shots.
That'll be a foul on Mule as the communication on the pass between Westbrook and Fudd was bad. Timeout on the floor, 4:36 to go, quarter number 3. UConn trails Villanova by 11. Liar Garzon draining a 3 for the Wildcats. $11-point deficit for the 8th-ranked UConn Huskies to the Villanova Wildcats here at XL Center in downtown Hartford at the midway point of quarter number 3. Our UConn Fan Choice Poll presented by Dunkin'. Tonight we asked you, of the undefeated Husky squads, which you thought was most dominant. Survey says the 2015-16 team at 38-0. Would that be your vote?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
It is, isn't it?
There's a...
It's like asking which one of your children you like the best,
exactly.
You know? Well, UConn doesn't like the ball a lot in this 3rd quarter because just in this 3rd quarter, they've already committed 4 turnovers.
I mean, you got to give credit to Villanova, but like, why pass the ball there when the defender's on that low side? There, same thing, forcing it into the lane, and then that was just the last play that happened. And that foul by Mule kept Villanova from getting an open layup on the other end. I mean, Gino's got to be beside himself right now because, you know, on this court they beat Tennessee on Sunday, and now they look like they barely know each other.
Yeah, this is not the same team that played Tennessee on Sunday for sure. Of course, they are missing Nelson Adota for the night tonight. Ten to shoot for Villanova. Mullen puts it on the floor, working on Williams, and got it high glass for Brooke Mullen.
The junior from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, using the glass nicely.
Edwards back in the ball game, and she will draw the foul. Let's check with Maria.
Hey, Alan, in that last huddle, Gino actually let Paige Beckers do the talking. It was hard not to. She was yelling at her team that we need energy and effort. She even said offense isn't really the problem. They had 4 offensive rebounds in 1 possession. She said, we got to step up on defense or we're going to lose this game. When Gino did come over, he talked about setting screens and AZ coming around the curl on offense, but he said, we're getting out-hustled.
There's Fudd coming around for a 3.
Yeah, to your point, Maria, perfect timing coming off that double screen. Fudd was open, but as you said, Beckers in the huddle talked about getting out-hustled on the defensive end. Let's see what happens in this sequence.
10-point deficit for UConn. Siegrist is going to get fouled by Williams.
You know, it's just timing and coming off that screen and getting the good pass from Edwards at the top of the key. They just haven't gotten the ball to Fudd enough here tonight.
And Villanova has, to their credit, been very aggressive.
They're playing great defense, but I think UConn is playing into their hands a little bit by not executing.
It'll be Westbrook knocking the ball away from Siegrist. It'll be Villanova ball, 19 to shoot. Maddie Siegrist tonight, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Aaliyah Edwards back in the ball game with those 4 fouls, and we've still got 3:28 to go in this third quarter. UConn has only played 6 players tonight, and Edwards has 4 fouls. Here's one of them. There's Olsen driving on Fudd. Kicks. Mullen. Yep.
I mean, they are feeling it.
Brooke Mullen. 8 points, 2 of 3 from outside. Here's Fudd, kicks to Mule.
And you see Fudd standing over here on the wing. Where's the screen?
Westbrook sets it. Took Fudd a minute to get the ball settled in her hands. Edwards can't handle what was a nice pass from Fudd.
I mean, what good penetration, and then the defense helping. I'm not sure why Kristen Williams was all the way down in the lane to help on the freshman Olsen.
13-point Villanova lead. Gonna call Lavina Westbrook on a foul there. That'll be her first, I believe. Another discussion going on. Siegrist will inbound the ball with a 20-second shot clock, 2.5 to go.
Well, we end up putting a lot of faith in Aaliyah Edwards to not get another foul.
Lior Garzon drops another one. Shooting 31% from 3 on the season. The sophomore's 4 of 8 tonight, 50% from long range. Even I can do that math and say it's pretty good. Kristen Williams aggressively, but no, Edwards can't get the rebound.
I mean, sometimes it's not your night, right?
Yeah.
And this hasn't proven to be thus far for UConn. You miss a wide open layup.
13-3 run over the last 5.5 minutes for Villanova. Garzon. Now Herlihy, she'll put up a 3, and that goes nothing but net for Herlihy.
Villanova can do nothing wrong right now.
Timeout UConn. The lead is 19 for Villanova, their largest of the ball game. Nothing going right for UConn. At XL Center in Hartford, UConn was down by 10 after 1, closed it to 7 at halftime, but now they're down 19 to Villanova with 1:40 to go in quarter number 3.
Well, I mean, the crazy thing is Villanova, look how open Garzon was with that shot. The bench love it, they're feeling it. And now the next play, watch this. Where's the defense? I mean, if you're gonna give open shots like that, what do you expect? And Villanova's feeling all sorts of confidence. They believe they can win this game.
Absolutely they do. UConn on the season is only giving up 58 points per game. Nova's already passed that. We're still in the third quarter. Villanova's only usually scoring 65 a game. They're almost at that on the strength of this 16-3 run over the last 6 minutes of the ball game. 9-0 run over the last minute and a half. And the Huskies have gone 2 minutes 11 seconds without a point.
Well, you see Nelson Adota, she hasn't played. She was in the starting lineup and scratched at the very last second. No one really knows why. We were told she didn't feel well.
Kristen Williams high glassing in. Yep, Huskies have played 6 players tonight. And again, one of them has 4 fouls. That's Aaliyah Edwards on the floor. And that is going to be a foul on Nika Mule. Okay.
That's a bad call.
And we know Nika never likes a foul called on her.
Yeah, and
she might have a case there.
Yeah, she's got a case there for sure. And Villanova never misses free throws, traditionally.
That's Mule's second foul of the ball game. Villanova first in the Big East at free throw percentage. Success made, 1 of 2 there. And it's 18 points. Flood for 3. Huskies going to need a lot more of that if they're going to catch up.
Well, I think it's got to do it one possession at a time. Villanova hasn't turned the ball over a lot, and they've gotten whatever shot they've wanted, and they've gotten offensive rebounds when they've needed them.
Inside the final minute of quarter number 3, Garzon drives all the way to the rim.
Smart play by Garzon, knowing Edwards has 4 fouls.
14. I'll make that 16 in the ball game for the sophomore from Israel. Mule throws it into the hands of Herlihy. Good play by Kristen Williams to knock it back. Here's Edwards outside the three-point line. Mule off the screen. Shot clock at 5.
You look around, you see any screens being set by the offensive team?
Westbrook bails the Huskies out, but misses the shot. And rebound to Olsen for Villanova. Final seconds, quarter number 3. Olsen kicks. Shot blocked. Mullen's shot will be knocked down, and that will be the way quarter number 3 will end. But the Wildcats outscore the Huskies by 10 in this third quarter. It is 62-45 Villanova going to the 4th. We go to the 4th here at the XL Center. Our game reset is presented by Ford. That is your scoreline. Huskies trail by 17. Maddie Siegrist, the star player for the Wildcats, with 15 and 9. Kristen Williams leads UConn with 18. And look at the rebounding, lower left. 26-10 in favor of Villanova. And Maddie Siegrist isn't the only one that's been producing for Villanova.
You know, Lior Garzon has had an unbelievable night. 4 of 8 from three-point range. And they've come at great times, and they've come at great length. And then the smart play here, driving to the basket. She's got 16 thus far. And Aaliyah Edwards couldn't bear to pick up her 5th foul.
Wildcats shooting well above their season averages in this game. Almost 58% from the floor, 45% from 3. Huskies shooting 50% from 3, but it's not enough. There's Williams to start the 4th quarter. Huskies have trailed entering the 4th quarter twice prior to tonight in this season. They did not win either ball game. Siegrist, guarded by Edwards, steps back, no. And stoppage of play, they're pointing up at the clock. So perhaps something wrong in the timing. But our officiating crew of Denise Brooks, Tom Danaher, and Billy Smith will hopefully sort it out quickly. They send the teams to their benches so they can go and review. Again, they're pointing up at the clock when Danaher stopped play. Watching the clock, and it stops at 9:32, and stops, and stops. Well, that would certainly be a home court timing, but it's not going to work out after the review. They'll shave a few seconds off, and it'll be 9:26 to go in the ballgame.
So sometimes people ask, why do you have 3 refs? Well, they are one of them is supposed to check out the clock. Nice job by Danaher.
There it is. Fudd. No, Edwards fights for the rebound in traffic. Ball's on the floor. And Villanova comes away with it. A lot of dark blue jerseys in that pile around Aaliyah Edwards. Garçon, 4-3. Continues to be red hot. Westbrook gets fouled by Siegrist, driving to the rim. And is in a bit of discomfort from that foul.
She looks to get whacked pretty hard in the head.
Oh, yeah. And I believe they will review that for an intentional foul. Again, Huskies only have played 6 players tonight. No Olivia Nelson-Ododa. No Caroline Ducharme, and of course Paige Beckers continues to be out. And for Maddie Siegrist, that was just her 2nd foul, and again the review ongoing.
Yeah, just trying to see if it can be upgraded, is what Danaher told me.
Siegrist, a 6'1" junior from Poughkeepsie, New York, first team All Big East both of her seasons at Villanova. Watch again.
Nice strong take by Westbrook. Got inside position.
Missed the ball and got a lot of face. So now, after looking at the video, officials talk it over. It's either going to be a common foul or an intentional foul. And they're reporting to the scorers table and now the coaches what their decision will be. And we'll all find out together in a moment. It's going to be an intentional. Confirm? Yes, an intentional foul on Siegrist.
Yeah, hard to the face. That's just to protect the players.
So the Huskies will send AZ Fudd to the line to shoot the free throws on the intentional foul.
UConn hoping knocking down 1 and then maybe 2 will bring back some form. Some poor Easy Fudd. The couple of shots she's gotten here in the second half have been around and out.
And now the Huskies get the ball inbound off the intentional foul.
See if UConn can use this as a momentum shift.
16 is the deficit for the Huskies. 8.5 to go in the game. Edwards looking for a cutting. Fudd didn't see her in time. Had it. 10 to shoot for UConn. Kristen Williams will look for the screen, try to find Fudd. Steps away, no. Fight for the rebound, and that's going to be Mule who fouls Herlihy rather hard.
Herlihy is such a good rebounder. Yeah, Fudd wide open. Missed her. And Olsen was there a little bit late. That's why you got to catch the ball and turn and square up and see what you got.
So UConn not able to take advantage of the extra possession there. And the deficit remains at 16. Siegrist cuts, Westbrook defends well, and then they'll call Avina on the foul as she got the extra swipe at the ball. There is what's at stake tonight. 169 consecutive wins over conference opponents. Last loss to Notre Dame back in the old Big East.
I remember a time when UConn couldn't beat Villanova back in the late 80s. It was a big deal to beat the Wildcats back then.
Been a while since Villanova has beaten UConn, February 28, 2004. Of course, a period of time where they didn't play as well, separate conferences. Shot clock at 5. Herlihy with the move on Mule. They're going to call the foul on Mule. That is her 4th.
You know, that's what's frustrating for players and certainly people watching this game at home and here at the XL Center. Like, you can't call the game one way for 3 quarters, and then in the 4th quarter you change. It's frustrating for everyone watching and playing.
So besides only playing 6 players tonight, 2 of those 6 are now playing with 4 fouls. Edwards on the bench at the moment, and Juhas into the ball game, but Mule on the floor with 4.
This is where Mule's got to be smart.
And of course, we've seen some smart basketball out of Villanova. They know who's in foul trouble. 5 to shoot. Siegrist with the ball, working Juhas. Shot was short. That was great defense there by Juhas. Straight up, kept the feet moving.
Still not a lot of screening by UConn offensively.
Fudd wide open. And no. Kristen Williams gets the rebound right to her. She'll work one-on-one. Throw it up, no.
You're going to call that other stuff on Mule, but you're not going to call that. That's why you hear people in here booing.
Huskies 3 minutes without a field goal. Wildcats 2 minutes without a score.
Yeah, if you're trying to claw back, going 3 minutes or 2 minutes, it's not the winning edge.
It's not going to help, is it? Herlihy throws it up around Westbrook. No, Avina with the rebound, and they'll get Siegrist for a foul on a reach-in.
So nice aggressive take to the basket. Tough for Olsen to keep her in front. And those hands coming down, I thought, as well as some body contact. I actually like the no call by seeing it in the replay, but it's just the inconsistency of the calls.
Juhas cuts, gets away from Herlihy, but can't finish.
I mean, it's been that kind of night for UConn. Make a nice play. They just can't get the ball to drop.
Just 2 points on 1 of 5 from the floor for Dorothy Juhas tonight. 4 assists, but just 1 rebound. Under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Timeout, Villanova. Denise Dillon sensing her team needed a moment and will take one. Still leading by 16, 5:50 to go. It is very difficult.
I mean,
Recapping the night, if you've just joined us, Olivia Nelson-Ododa in the starting lineup for UConn. Caroline Ducharme not able to play for another game. Nelson-Ododa scratched at the last minute. Huskies only have played 6 players in the ball game tonight. They're actually shooting at or above their season averages as Edwards blocked that one right into the hands of Siegrist. And Fudd comes away with the rebound. Williams doesn't get the foul call, the block.
It's just been one of those nights where everything is going Villanova's way. And so much of it they've created. I mean, offensively, they've offensively rebounded better than anyone I can remember against UConn.
Huskies are averaging 15 turnovers a game this season. They've only committed 10 in the ball game. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Siegrist with 3 on the shot clock. No, but comes and gets her own rebound.
I mean, that's a perfect example of what's been going on here tonight. Villanova just hungrier and hustling to the ball better than UConn.
Terrific hustle play by Siegrist. Shot clock again, down to 5. Herlihy over Edwards. No, and this time Fudd boxes out for the rebound. 4 minutes without a Villanova score, 4 minutes without a UConn score. Edwards, top of the key. No, and no white jersey anywhere near the glass.
It's hard to imagine that neither team has scored in 4 minutes.
Garzone, no. Again, the clash for the rebound. That's going to be out of bounds off UConn. And Villanova's ball.
I mean, this is pretty much the way the game has gone. There, she shoots it. No one boxes her out. And she just wants the ball more than anybody else.
Turnover. Siegrist off balance with Westbrook challenging. Here's Fudd. Got cut off. Herlihy, good retreat for Villanova. Now Fudd for 3. Yes! Breaking a long scoreless drought for the Huskies. But still down by 13. Pass tipped away by Fudd. Westbrook has the ball. Calling for Fudd. Sets the screen. Siegrist, smart defensively. Fudd will draw the foul call as Garzone went down.
Garzone stepped up there. You saw her coming, but you saw her moving.
13 points, 3 minutes, 32 seconds.
Let's see how UConn executes here.
Westbrook calls for Fudd, sets the screen. Fudd for 3. No. Rebound, blocked away. Mule got the rebound, had her shot blocked.
I believe her shot was blocked by the rim.
Huskies 1 of their last 10 from the floor. With 5.5 minutes since Villanova has scored. Whistle, timeout, Villanova.
I mean, if you told Denise Dillon that they would go 5 minutes without scoring in the fourth quarter and they would still be up 13, she wouldn't believe you.
Nope, definitely not. Well, UConn with the longest conference win streak currently, possibly ending in 3.5 minutes, 3 minutes or so. And, you know, you just look at the numbers. Huskies defense is best in the Big East, defending both in points and field goal percentage. UConn holds teams to 37% shooting. Villanova has shot 50% from the floor tonight.
And Villanova they've gotten every shot that they've wanted throughout the course of the game to build up to this lead. But when they didn't knock down some of their first attempts, they got second and third and sometimes fourth attempts. They've hustled, they've wanted the ball more. They've also shot the ball really well from 3-point range.
Yes, they have. 45%.
And ironically, UConn is shooting 47%, but Villanova's just made so many more.
Segrist gets it to go, breaks the near 6-minute scoring drought for the Wildcats. Under 3 to go at XL Center in Hartford. Williams into Aaliyah Edwards, kicks it out to Mule. Sets the feet, takes the shot as the defender leaned toward Fudd and drained the three.
Well, that was a smart play by Mullen. You know, you want to go towards Fudd and make Mule shoot that. You don't want to give it to the freshman sensation, Fudd.
Huskies trying to pressure in the front court. Wildcats will break it. Olsen has the ball, and she'll retreat and run some clock.
And you may ask, why hasn't UConn pressured more? They only have 6 players. That's the problem.
Hurley knocked away by Westbrook. And the pass goes out of bounds, and a turnover to UConn with 1:59 to go.
And Mullen calling your teammates in, saying, okay, calm down. The XL crowd, Gino's home crowd, trying to get into this. And they're going to inbound it on the baseline because it never touched anybody when Villanova inbounded it from down there.
It is a 10-point deficit for UConn. Villanova trying to find a way to hang on to get their first win over the Huskies since 2004.
This is a huge possession for UConn to get. You got to get Fudd a 3.
She'll drive, take it all the way in and get it.
Or a 2. Just for confidence, it's so important for them to score there.
Timeout UConn. 23 points for AZ Fudd as she tries to help the Huskies find a way back.
The crowd was stunned for so long, they didn't know what to do.
A 7-0 run for the Huskies, a 12-2 run over the last 7 minutes. They were down by as many as 19. And now they're down by 8, but still just 1:47 to go in the ball game.
It's taken a long time for UConn to wake up offensively. You just wonder, is there enough time left? And can Villanova hold on?
Remember we talked about at the beginning, looking up at the banners and with the building, and they weren't intimidated for a long time. Well, they have a little nerves now trying to close this out. Pressure again by the Huskies. Mullen trapped. Segrist forwards ahead to Hurley. Ball on the floor. Segrist does a great job hanging on to it. Huskies looked like they were trying to foul. Couldn't get a call. Be on who? Who's that going to be on?
I think Kristen Williams.
Is it on Williams? Yes, it is. I think Fudd thought it was on her with that reaction, which would have been her 5th. That's why I wanted to double check who the foul was on before I said anything. Here's Hurley on Fudd, and it goes.
Great momentum stopper there for Villanova to make that shot.
10-point deficit for UConn. 1:15 to go.
It's so bad when Mule picks up her dribble right there.
Whistle inside. That is going to be a foul on Brooke Mullen for Villanova. Just 1:06 to go in the ball game. So that's the 3rd on Mullen. And everyone's standing in the lane like Aaliyah Edwards is shooting free throws, and indeed she will be.
See, this is where every little bit matters. And the free throws have been a problem all year for UConn.
Official timekeeper just stopped the game. That was the horn calling the officials over to the table. And Denise Brooks is quite emphatically discussing things with the scoring table. So the scoring monitor only showed 4 fouls on Villanova, so that should have been an inbounds play. So
the free throw wouldn't have counted anyway.
So good on the timekeeper for catching it. Better late than never. Flood with 2 for the Huskies. Timeout UConn. Are there 8 more points on the Husky side than the Wildcat side?
The freshman is doing everything in her power there, knocking down a 3. Another one from the top of the key. It's funny that she's tied a career high, and I just don't know that she's touched the ball enough offensively. And I think the bigger point is she's doing what she can, but she doesn't have a ton of help on the offensive end from anybody else. You know, she's got 25. Williams has 20.
Nobody else has more than 4.
Yeah, Mule's got 6.
Yeah, 6, okay. So that's back-to-back 25-point games for Flood, and they're going to need more in this final minute in 3 if UConn is going to pull off the incredible comeback. So as Villanova inbounds the ball, the front court pressure by the Huskies. Kristen Williams gets the steal. And the bucket. 6-point lead. Westbrook will foul to stop the clock with 55.9 to go.
Smart to foul the freshman there, but of all people, Maddie Siegrist, the junior superstar from Villanova, wouldn't expect that, but a heads-up play by Kristen Williams to create that, steal the ball, and then the strong finish with the spin with the right hand from the lefty.
Here is Lucy Olson, the freshman that Denise Dillon says was up for whatever we threw at her.
What a tough kid to make that free throw. Now remember, it's 5 fouls, so they get, at the 5th foul, it's a 2-shot foul. No 1-and-1.
Missed the second. 7-point deficit. Time running on the Huskies. They get it to Flood, defended by Olson. Edwards sets the screen. Good switch defense by Garzone. Clock is running. Flood drives, gets 2.
Smart play. I mean, it's now that pulls it to 5. You don't need a 3. Smart play by Flood.
But way too much time off the clock there, right?
Yeah, they wasted a lot of time there. And that's just the indecision of who's going to shoot the ball. But again, let's point out again, of all the players that are not available for UConn, you know, Ducharme had the winner against DePaul. She's out. 2nd game in a row. Nelson Adota was supposed to play, and then the last second got scratched. We're still not really sure what's going on there.
6 players have played tonight for the Huskies. 2 of them that have been on the floor in this stretch have 4 fouls. Aaliyah Edwards and Nika Mule. 5-point ball game. A lead that was as much as 19.
And, you know, UConn has got to be really smart with who commits a foul here to stop the clock, but you got to give so much credit to Villanova. A flawless basketball game. And again, they went 5 minutes without scoring in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
But they did so much to get to that point. And they just hustled. They made open shots and they hustled when they missed them.
UConn Women's Basketball postgame show presented by Geico, coming up immediately after the game with Gary Apple and Kara Walters. We'll be celebrating the Huskies' miraculous come-from-behind win, or will we be discussing their first conference loss since 2013? The fabulous freshman leaving her mark on a 2nd consecutive game. 11 points in this quarter alone for UConn.
And Villanova has 8. Impressive quarter for Fudd. question is, will it be too little, too late?
Now remember, Fudd and Edwards can't foul. They've got 4. In ball to the backcourt to Olsen, and Westbrook, did I say Fudd? I beg your pardon, Mule with the 4 fouls. Westbrook will commit the foul. That will be 4 on her. Huskies sending Fudd and Williams way up into the front court as Lucy Olsen shoots free throws. Missed the first. Got the second. 6-point lead.
Remember, it's still a 2-possession game.
Mule was expecting a foul. Now she's trapped. Time is running. And now Williams will get fouled by Garzone. It looked like Fudd had trouble handling the ball, like it got away from her. She had to stop and pick it up.
Huge free throws here for Williams.
Super critical. Four-point game, 26 seconds to go. Timeout, Villanova. So 6 players have played in the game for the Huskies. 3 of them have 4 fouls, but the Huskies have trimmed a massive deficit down to 4. Both teams now out of timeouts and just 26.2 seconds in the ballgame.
Yeah, both teams over the foul limit, so any foul, the other team will be shooting 2 free throws.
You gotta knock this piece down. The rest of you guys, we're switching everything.
Eugene is saying we're going to switch on everything.
With 5:50 to go in the 4th quarter, Villanova led by 16. Huskies have trimmed it to 4. 6 of their last 6 from the floor good, plus those crucial free throws from Kristen Williams. Now the pressure all on the visitors. But the scoreboard still in their favor, as is the timer. Williams trying to foul Hurley. She eventually gets the call. So that's going to be Kristen Williams.
She's one of the few people on the floor.
That's going to be her 4th. No, that's her 4th.
Of course it is.
I'll check that. That's her 3rd.
Now the key here, if she misses this, UConn has to block out.
Around and out. 20 seconds to go in the ball game. Huskies trail by 4. Williams drives. No. Hurley grabs the rebound, and Aaliyah Edwards is going to foul out, fighting for the ball.
You know, it's the old school things. It's the simple things of using that box on the backboard. You know, and it's a perfect scenario for UConn. The left-hander going to her left. Use the backboard.
Trying to draw the foul on the way in.
Yes, you got to put that stuff out of your mind.
It's got to get in the bucket first, yeah.
Just focus on one thing. Taking that ball and shooting it. It was with her left hand again, right off the glass.
4 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and now 5 fouls for Leah Edwards. She is out of the ball game. Dorka Juhas comes in to replace her. And with 14.3 to go, the graduate student, Brianna Herlihy, goes to the line.
It's unusual. She's a 77% free throw shooter.
That one missed. Ball is knocked out of bounds off of Villanova. UConn ball, and even 10 seconds to go in the game. Huskies need 4 points. Both teams out of timeouts. Flood to inbound. She'll get it to Juhas. She'll wait for Flood. Clock is running. Flood drives. Gets 2. 3 seconds to go. And Flood will commit the foul to stop the clock with 2.1 to go.
A nice look away there before she finished. But even when she was trying to come up the ball at the top of the key, it wasn't smooth. It's just been that kind of a night.
Herlihy to the line again for Villanova. That makes it a 3-point ball game. This one huge for the Wildcats with only 2.1 to go. Missed. 1 second. Williams does not get the shot off. Villanova wins in Hartford.
Give Villanova all the credit. They came in here and won this game. Garzon looks like she got hurt and could have been in the midst of celebration.
Celebration. Something we've seen before, unfortunately. I hope that's not the case. Villanova with his 8th straight win, and more importantly, its first over UConn since 2004. They got ahead of the Huskies by 10 in the first quarter. They were ahead of UConn by 16 with just under 6 to go in the fourth. The Huskies made a furious rally, but it was too little, too late. And the Wildcats will win by 3.